Hey, Miss Gia's class. So today for Friday, we're going to do a fun PD story time, and there's going to be a little activity at the end, so stay tuned. Now, I'm going to read to you one of my favorite books called Silly Billy. I discovered this book about 3 years ago when I was working in New York as a babysitter, because one of the girls brought it home from school, and we read it, and I thought it was a really good book. Now, I think it's going to be really helpful for some of you right now, so let's get started. Silly Billy. Billy used to be a bit of a worrier. He was always worried, very stressed, very worried about lots of things. He worried about many things. Billy worried about hats, and he worried about shoes. Billy worried about clouds and rain. Billy even worried about giant birds. Do you guys worry about any of that stuff? About shoes or clouds or rain or giant birds? Maybe. Maybe you worry about other things. That's totally fine. His dad tried to help. "Don't worry, lad," he said. "None of those things could happen. It's just your imagination." If you get worried, do you talk to someone? Do you maybe talk to mom or dad and tell them you're worried? Do you talk to a brother or sister, grandma or grandpa? Who do you talk to when you're worried? His mom tried too. "Don't worry, love," she said. "We won't let anything hurt you." But Billy still worried. One night he had to stay with his grandma, but Billy couldn't sleep. He was too worried. He always worried about staying at other people's houses. Billy felt a bit silly, but at last he got up and went to tell his grandma. Do you guys ever worry when you're staying at someone else's house? Maybe because it's different or because you miss your mom and dad. Sometimes it can be a little scary to stay somewhere else, even if you're staying with family. There's Billy worrying in this big bed, so he went to tell his grandma. "Well, fancy that, love," she said. "You're not silly. When I was your age, I used to worry like that. I've got just the thing for you." Grandmas always had the solution. Grandmas are great. Grandpas are also great. She went into her room and came out holding something. These right here, are worry dolls, she explained. "Just tell each one of them one of your worries and put them under your pillow. They'll do all the worrying for you while you sleep." Cool, look at that. Billy told all his worries to the worry dolls. He slept like a log. There he is, sleeping. The next morning, Billy went home. That night, he again told all his worries to the dolls. He slept like a stone. Look at Billy. He's sleeping so well. He's so happy. The next night, Billy slept well. And the night after that again. Wow, the worry dolls are really helping him. He's not worrying about rain or clouds or the giant birds. Interesting. But the night after that, Billy started to worry. Oh no. What do you think Billy's worried about? Why all of a sudden is he starting to worry? I don't know. We'll have to see. He couldn't stop thinking about the dolls. all those worries he'd given them. They must be so worried. It didn't seem fair. And there we have all of the dolls that his grandma lent him. And so Billy is sad. He doesn't want to make the dolls worry also. Right? So he thinks, well, it's not fair if I tell them all my worries, because then they worry. And who are they going to talk to? And they have names. Do you see their names? Colin, Polly, Lizzie, Mary, Sammy, and Teddy. He gave them all names. The next day, Billy had an idea. He spent all day working at the kitchen table. It was difficult work, and at first he made lots of mistakes and had to start again many times. There he is at the table. Now, what do you think he's doing at the table? What might he be doing? Do you think he's making a giant doll out of all of the other ones? He's putting them all together? Maybe. Maybe he's making them a house? Maybe he's making a giant bird so the worry dolls worry about the bird? No, that seems silly. We'll see. Let's see. But finally, Billy produced something very special. Whoa! Do you guys want to see this page? I don't know. Do you want to see this page? It's really cool. Okay, I'll show you. Look at that! Look at that! Look at all the dolls that Billy made. Billy made some worry dolls for his worry dolls. And they all have names. Look at that. Billy was very, very busy. That night, everyone slept well. Billy and all the worry dolls. And after that, Billy didn't worry very much at all. And neither did his friends. Billy made worry dolls for all of them. Isn't that nice of Billy? He shared the worry dolls with his friends. He made them for all his friends. And they're so colorful. I love all the colors and the different materials that he used and the different patterns. Look at that. Look at all the different colors and patterns that these dolls have. Very cool. Okay. So, this is an interesting part of the story because it tells us that worry dolls are actually a real tradition. Now, a tradition is something that culture or family or groups do often. So, for example, a tradition in your family might be everyone eats dinner together, or Friday movie nights. That's a tradition, something you do repeatedly as a group. So worry dolls come from Guatemala. Guatemala is in South America, or in Central America, but in the continent of South America. And they are made from tiny pieces of wood and scraps of cloth and thread. Long ago, the children of Guatemala made these dolls, and when they went to bed at night, they would tell a worry to each one before placing them under their pillows and going to sleep. In this way, they would wake up in the morning feeling much less troubled. To this day, children in Guatemala trust their dolls to take away their worries as they sleep, and this tradition has now spread all over the world. So, Miss Gia's class, I hope you like this book, and the reason I thought it could be helpful, especially since in PD we're talking about feelings, and feeling worried is a feeling. So I thought if you're feeling nervous in this time, because there's a lot of changes going on, right? We're changing the way that we're going to school, we're changing the way that our family interacts in the house, because everyone is home now. If you feel like it's necessary, you might make a worry doll. Now, maybe you're not worried, and that's totally okay. If you're having fun, enjoying the days, playing with your family or your pets or your dolls that are not worry dolls also, or maybe you have your Pokemon cards or you're playing on your tablet and you're not worried, that's a-okay. Awesome. If sometimes you feel a little worried, I would say maybe talk with someone in your family. You could talk to a grandma, grandpa, mom, dad, cousin, brother, sister, dog, cat, fish, someone who you trust. And if you're feeling creative, you might make yourself a little worry doll to use when you need it. Now, when I was in New York, the family that I was working with, actually, we made dolls. So we made little worry dolls and we put them under the pillows at night for the girls when they would get scared or nervous, and it helped them. So I thought I would send along some tips in case you guys feel like you might need it. So I hope that you guys are doing well. I miss all of you. I miss going to school and seeing you, but we have some really fun surprises for next week. So just you wait. I have a feeling we will be seeing each other very soon. And most importantly, stay healthy, stay safe, and stay in touch. Have a great weekend, guys. Take care of yourselves. Bye.